Dear students, today we are going to discuss about the calculation of arithmetic mean for continuous series through Sugan economics. Dear students, in the previous classes we have discussed about the calculation of arithmetic mean for individual series and discrete series. So today we are going to discuss about the calculation of arithmetic mean for continuous series. Very clear? So now first we understand about what do you mean by continuous series. In a discrete series the numbers are in discrete values. But you take into account of the continuous series, the values are in continuous. So here the fractional values are also taken into account under continuous series, but under discrete series the fractional values are not taken into account, only the whole values or the whole number is taken into account, right? So in a continuous series we are having both upper limit and lower limit, we are having lower limit and upper limit, so in between any fraction values we can include. So under continuous series again we are having the x values or the variables is in continuous order, and at the same time we are having a corresponding frequency also. Okay. So now here there are three methods involved in calculating the arithmetic mean for continuous series. The first method is direct method, the second method is shortcut method, and the third method is step deviation method. So here for simplifying our calculation we have turned from direct to shortcut and shortcut to step deviation method. So which method is convenient for you, you can follow that method unless until the specific method is asked in your question. Okay, right. Now in this video I am going to explain about the calculation of arithmetic mean with the help of direct method, that is continuous series and a direct method. So before calculating the calculation work, first we have to understand what are the steps which are involved in the calculation of arithmetic mean for continuous series and a direct method. Okay. So here the first step involved is we have to calculate the midpoint. I have already told the variables are in a limit, that is both lower and upper limits. So now we have to calculate midpoints for each and every variable. So here first we have to find out the midpoints, and the midpoint should be denoted by m. So how you can calculate the midpoint? The midpoint is calculated by adding the lower limit and the upper limit. It should be divided, the total should be divided by 2. For example, in our sum profit is given in rupees, that is rupees 100 to 200. So on the left hand side what we are having, these are all called the lower limits, and the right hand side we are having, these are all called the upper limit. So the lower limits are 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, and the upper limits are 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700 and 800. So how you can find out the midpoint means? The midpoint is calculated by adding midpoint is equal to lower limit plus upper limit divided by 2. Lower limit plus upper limit divided by 2. So first you take the first lower limit is 100 and the upper limit is 200. It should be divided by 2. So that is equal to 300 divided by 2. So here the midpoint, first midpoint m equal to 150, right? So under midpoint here we have to write 150. So in this manner we have to find out midpoints for all the values. So 100 to 200, 200 to 300 and so on, right? Okay. Then the second step involved is, now here multiply the midpoints with the frequency and find out Fm. So here in the corresponding frequency we are multiplying the corresponding midpoint and the frequencies. So and find out Fm. Then after that you can add all the Fm values, you will get sigma Fm, right? So after calculating FM value, simply we can take the total of FM. That total should be denoted by sigma FM. Then you have to find out N. Here you can add all the frequencies. The total of frequency is equal to N. After that you have to apply the formula. So the formula is X bar equal to sigma FM by N. Right? Are you clear? So first we have to find out the midpoints. Then we have to find out then we have to take the product of the midpoint and the frequencies. Then we have to add all the frequency, all the FM values. Then we have to find out N value. Then you have to substitute values in the formula. So the formula is X bar equal to sigma FM by N. Okay. Now I will explain how to calculate arithmetic mean for continuous series with the help of direct method with the help of an example. So in our example, profit is given in rupees, it should be taken as X, and number of shops is given, it should be taken as F. So this is our frequency value. So here the profit is in continuous value, that is rupees 100 to 200. So it means from 100 to 200, 101 to 100 to 199 are included in this group. Here 200 to 299 are included in this group. Here 300 to 399 are included in this group. In this manner we have added. So right. So here profit X is given 100 to 200, 200, 300, that is up to 700 to 800, and the frequencies are 10, 18, 20, 26, 30, 28, 18. So now first what we have to do means we have to find out the N value. We have to find out N. N is nothing but the sum total of the frequencies. So 8, 14, 22, 30, 3, 4, 6, 9, 11, 15, 150. So here N is equal to 150, 150. So now we have to find out the midpoints. I already told you how to calculate midpoint. Midpoint should be calculated by adding the lower limit and upper limit divided by 2. So here the lower limit is 100 and the upper limit is 200. So you can add 100 plus 200, that is equal to 300 divided by 2, that is equal to 150. So the first midpoint is 150. Then after that, no need to add again 200 plus 300 divided by 2 and other things. Simply you take the deviation value, that is the class interval. First you have to find out the class interval. Here the class interval is equal to 100. So here for the next midpoint simply you can add 100. So 150 plus 100, that is equal to 250. Then here 350, here 450, then here 550, then here 650, then here 750. So the midpoints are 150, 250, 350, 450, 550, 650 and 750. So now after calculating the midpoints, what we have to do means we have to multiply the frequency with the midpoints. So each and every frequency we are having a corresponding midpoints. So now you can take the product of these two things. So the first frequency is 10 and the midpoint is 150. So 10 into 150. So that is equal to 1500. So 1500. Then here you can take 1500. Then the second one, 18 into 250, 18 into 250, 18 into 250, 18 into 250, that is equal to 4500. So here 4500. Then here you take 2 zeros, 7000 here. So here you put 0, 26 into 45. So that is equal to 26 into 450, that is equal to 11,700. 11,700. Then here you put 2 zeros, 16,500. Then here you take 28 multiplied by 650. So that is equal to 18,200. 18,200. Then here you take 18 multiplied by 750. So that is equal to 13,500. 13,500. So now what we have to do means we have to, after find out FM, just you can take the total of all the fm value. So that is equal to sigma fm. So sigma fm equal to sigma fm equal to, so simply you can add 0 0 5 7 12 19 19 19 29 29 remaining 2 13 13 19 19 20 20 27 31 32 32 and 3 4 5 6 7, so 72,900. We can check it. So here 1500 plus 4500 plus 7000 plus 11,700 plus 16,500 plus 18,200 plus 13,500. So that is equal to 72,900. So our sigma fm total is equal to 72,900 and the frequency, that is n equal to 150. So now we can apply the values in the formula and find out the arithmetic mean value. So now what is the formula? So here x bar equal to sigma fm by n, sigma fm by n. So here what is sigma fm? Already we have calculated, it is equal to 72,900. So 72,900 should be divided by 150, n equal to 150. So your x bar value is equal to, x bar value is equal to, so now x bar equal to, simply we can divide the total 72,900 by 150. So that is equal to 486, 486. So x bar equal to rupees 486. So here arithmetic mean AM is equal to rupees 486. Are you clear? So in this manner we have to calculate, right? Okay. Dear students, kindly go through the video and understand the steps involved in the calculation of arithmetic mean and study well. Those who are not subscribing to Sugan Economics, kindly subscribe and click the bell button. Then only you will get information whenever we are uploading a video. Thank you friends.